knocking out the competition. Like Jake Paul. It's disqualified opinions. You didn't like that?
Fuck no.
We don't support white knockouts. And he didn't knock him out. To be fair, it was a split decision.
Well, they did say he won though, right?
That fight was fucking trash.
Horrible.
I didn't waste my time.
The fight was fucking trash.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Well, we're not here to waste your time.
So
We're here.
Fights on World Star.
Oh, that's a fact too.
Instagram.
Y'all know the show. Y'all know the names. Qualified opinions. Opinions are validated. What's good people?
How y'all feeling?
You know, we back. It's some NFL time.
Yes.
It's about that time of year.
Let's go.
And in case you forgot, I am the reigning, defending, undisputed picks champion here on Disqualified Opinions America. They try to doubt me, but I rise above and I keep winning. I'm doing it for you out there.
Boy, boo.
I feel like if we combine the wins over the first 2 years, I probably had the most. Because I finished second twice, by like a game each time.
I feel like I probably will be up there.
To be honest, I started off really hot, and then I don't know what happened. But that's neither here nor there, you know? This year, I'm taking home whatever I'm taking home. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is.
I won the first year. I lost the second year. I started out really hot.
Don't you hate when people live in the past?
Well down.
You know?
You know. This year, you know, I'm gonna come back to claim my fame, my throne, my title as the pick'em champ. But you know, we're doing some other picks right now. We picking division winners. We're picking records, and we're giving y'all a synopsis of the NFL in this COVID year. Yeah. Speaking of that, how do you guys feel about COVID? Like, do you think at some point everybody will have to be vaccinated to play in the NFL?
I don't think they're going to require it to be, like, everybody vaccinated. But they already doing with that what I think is going to be done, which is if you are unvaccinated and you get COVID, it's going to cost your team something serious. And it's way worse if you get it while unvaccinated than if you get it while you are vaccinated. So, I mean, if I was an NFL player, I would take the vaccine, even if I didn't want to, just because I don't want to put my team at any risk.
Yeah, and that's a different tax bracket that you're getting paid.
Or not getting paid. And on top of that, if there's a game suspended because of COVID, neither team gets paid.
Yeah.
And they have to pay back the NFL for the money they lost.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Strongly encouraged, but not mandatory. But remember that. If you're a coach, though, you have to be vaccinated.
Yeah, all staff and things like that.
So.
But moving on, what division do you guys want to start with?
Don't matter to me.
It's up to you.
All right.
Whichever one you look at first.
Let's do the NFC North. Think really quickly. Let me pull up something really quick. As I do this, for those that don't know, the NFC North is comprised of the Bears, Packers, the Vikings, and
Detroit
the
Lions.
Yes, thank you.
You don't have to say that name. They don't exist.
So while he's pulling up what he's pulling up, I'll just give my 1 through 4 real quick because this is.
Real quick. I was just gonna say how they ended last year.
Oh.
Last year the Packers were 13-3, the Bears were 8-8, the Vikings were 7-9, Lions were 5-11. As you all know, we've moved to 17 games, which I'm not a big fan of.
None of us are.
But yeah, I'll let you go.
This will be relatively quick. In order, Packers 12-5. I got them winning 12 games this year. Vikings 8-9. Bears 7-10. And the Lions will be 3-14 this year because they are the Detroit Lions, and that is the kind of records that they like to hold.
I'll go next. My one is the Packers. I actually have them at 11-6. 2 Vikings. I have them at 9-8. Believe it or not. Then Bears 7-10. Then I have the Lions at 4-13.
Where you go? Where you want to go?
Okay, I got the Packers at 12-5, Vikings at 8-9, Bears at 6-11, and Lions at 1-16.
If you're from Detroit and you watching this or you're a Lions fan, the views of Antoine Riles don't reflect the views of Disqualified Opinions. You guys will suck, but you'll win more than the game. Because I got you winning 4. I don't know where, but you got you winning 4. I'll start from the bottom. Lions 4-13. Probably be picking first or second in the draft.
And watch, they gonna pick a kicker.
Another receiver.
As of right now, though, they do not have a kicker on their depth chart.
Interesting.
Right now,
The Bears, I think what will hurt them early is the fact that Richie Cunningham, who is known as Andy Dalton to you out there, will have to play the first 4 or 5 games. So I think the Bears will only win 7 games, but I think Justin Fields will help them trend upward, and their defense is still solid. The Vikings are basically a 500 team, but I put them at 9-8 just because I think Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, their defense, the coach, they'll win some games. They got talent.
I do want to see what Chris Herndon does now that he's out of Adam Gase and has moved on to adapt
Actual offense. Yeah, because Irv Smith out for the year. And the Packers, I mean, they're the best team, 12-5. Aaron Rodgers is going to go on another tear. It's not about what they do in the regular season. We know that. So we can move on, but I think we all agree the Packers are the class of this division and will continue to be as long as number 12 is a quarterback.
I think they'll be, well, we'll get to seeding later, but obviously they're getting in the playoffs.
Bring it back the same team. They stay healthy. They should be good.
NFC South. As of last year,
Bucks gonna win it.
He gonna go through the records.
Oh, my bad. I apologize.
last year the Saints won at 12-4. The Bucks won 11-5, which is crazy that they ended like that. The Panthers went 5-11, and the Falcons went 4-12.
All right. The Bucks gonna win it. I got them at 14-3. We looked at the schedule, and more realistically, just looking at paper, they probably only lose twice. But I gave them 3 because, like I said, it's NFL, as Byron stated last time, anything can happen. Bucks 14-3. Saints will be 7-10, but they will be second in the division, even though that means absolutely nothing. Panthers and Falcons both are. I have them at 6-11.
I have the Bucks at 13-4. I'm going to say it now. I'm going to say it then. The Patriots will beat the Bucks week 4. I have the Saints at 6-11, and I have the Panthers and the Falcons both at 5-12.
Yeah, sure, why not? The Bucks will go 15-2.
I just wanted to hear you say that.
And I think they'll be favored in every game they play this season.
Will you pick against them any games this year?
Oh, for sure. I'll find a game to pick against them. Don't you worry about that. Definitely not that.
Look, we'll gladly take that 1-game lead now.
You off the sauce.
And ain't even the season.
So I'm the only one
started.
picking them week 4?
Yes.
I know that's a game. That's a
That
game
we
I'm
will
up.
get.
That's a game I'm up.
I'm up early.
Cap.
Early.
Big cap. But the Saints will be 8-9. They'll be second at 8-9. I have the Falcons as an improved team at 7-10, and I have the Panthers at 6-11. They're young. They'll be good in about 2 years, but for now, they'll have some growing pains.
I'm going to work from the bottom to the top. Falcons, they're going to choke away at least 4 or 5 games.
New coach, bro. New
Offensively, they're still Atlanta Falcons. Keyword Atlanta.
I don't think they're going to be choke artists. I think they're just going to lose this year. Though.
I
I
don't
think they're going to be.
I am excited to have Matt Ryan. If you have Matt Ryan, Kyle Pitts, or Calvin Ridley, start them every week because they're going to put up numbers this year, but they ain't going to win a lot of games. 6-11.
Matt Ryan, but the rest of those.
Matt Ryan going to get 4,000
Matt
yards.
Ryan is not.
He's good, great for fantasy.
He's gonna be good for
Yeah, he's great.
He's going
my
to finish as like
QB1.
QB 12 overall.
He's a top
That's
12.
okay.
That's not bad.
That's a
Might be top 10.
That's in the better half. Yeah.
Yeah, but Falcons 6-11, Saints
12 out of 32, buddy.
Saints at 7-10. I mean, they'll be in a lot of games, but quarterback is not consistent. You know, I'm really big on the Panthers. A lot of people just don't believe in them. I got them at 8-9. I think Matt Rule is building something down there. I love DJ Moore. I love CMC. I love Robbie. I love, 8-9. Carolina Panthers, Panther Nation. I believe in you. That defense is young. They're hungry. J.C. Horn is going to help out. I think they're going to win and sneak up a lot of games. Sam Darnold, he's going to do a lot of good things out there.
He's going to stop kissing these white women out here.
And I think they will win a lot of games, 8-9.
In Carolina, you know what? Ebony. Is that what they say?
And of course the Bucks. I mean,
Kissing white people. Shout out to Tom Holland for getting Zendaya. Shit.
that's like they're together then.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been together for a little minute now.
Anything is possible. Good
I
God.
gotta give a white man a shout out.
Anything is possible, bro.
KG face.
When you got money or some type of clout,
I mean, he's Spider-Man, bro.
But
is
bro,
Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man, bro. That's different. He's
but
Spider-Man,
bro,
yo.
like he looks like he's 12.
But he's
And
Spider-Man.
he's probably the best Spider-Man ever.
Zendaya also looks like
Like
she's
he's
about.
12. Yeah.
Zendaya is beautiful though. Shout out.
She
Yo,
is,
like
though,
KG.
But he's Spider-Man.
They make her look like she's 12. Now when you see her on some regular type time, she grown.
She
But
still look young.
nevertheless,
She looks young. It's just that we know she's
Yeah,
grown.
that's
Yeah.
the thing. Yeah.
But I mean, he's Spider-Man, so I ain't really mad at that.
shout out to him. Hey, shoot that.
And
club
he's
up,
the
bro.
best Spider-Man.
He is the best Spider-Man. Speaking of young, this man is going to be 40-something this year, but he's still playing like he's 20-something. I got the Bucks winning the division 14-3. Could be 15-2 like DC said. His team bought back all 22. I mean, like I said, the road to the Super Bowl in the NFC is going through Tampa, whether you like it or not. You're going to have to catch a flight to Tampa, stay there at least a night, and beat them to get to the Super Bowl.
Let's go to Byron's favorite division, the NFC Least.
You want me to start?
Yeah, this is your favorite division.
It's not my favorite division.
You like every team
but
in this division.
I don't.
I don't.
But, you know,
Except the Eagles. I'm sorry.
I'll start from the bottom. Eagles 5-12. It's a rebuilding year. A lot of draft capital coming up. I like Devontae
That's
Smith.
the bottom?
Yeah, 5-12. I think a lot of the teams in this team are going to be a little bit better than 5 wins. I think.
I'm
Okay.
Go ahead.
But Giants 8-9. Daniel Jones, 2 words. I think they have a really good defense. A lot of weapons. Galladay, Kadarius Toney, Saquon, obviously, Evan Ingram. I mean, they can score and have a chance.
Can he get them
Can
the
they,
ball?
though? Their quarterback.
That's
is
your
kinda
boy.
dude.
I don't know.
And
I got him at 8 wins.
I got one word for
We
Daniel
gonna get
Jones. Turnovers.
All right, let me hurry
I
up.
got 2 words for the Giants. Cam Newton.
Okay. WFT 9-8. I think my boy Chase Young will be in compensation for Defensive Player of the Year. And
I agree with
I got the Cowboys at 11-6. I just think that offensively they're just
Don't have them in 11-6.
clearly better than everybody in this division. Got the best quarterback by far, and that hopefully can get them where they need to be.
Bro, they're still Dallas, bro. So,
I think that their schedule's a little favorable. Defense can't be worse, but we'll
he
see.
has the division bottom at 5-12. I have the division winner at 8-9. So
Sheesh, not even a 500 team.
no, the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys will be 8-9, both of them. I can't trust either one of them for very different reasons. I don't trust the Washington offense. I don't trust the Dallas defense, and they both find ways to lose games that they probably should win. The Giants will turn the football over. That is all I have to say there. Welcome back, Saquon.
So many wins.
And the Giants will be 5-12.
I think they win more than 5, but
I don't. And then you have the Eagles at 4-13, and honestly, that's being generous because I like you people that are Philly fans. You guys are my friends. 4 is the best I could do for you, though. I'm sorry.
Oh, so I'm gonna start from the top with down. They got Cowboys at 10-7. I just think the defense is not good, but it's good enough, and I do think Dak has a really good year.
Oh, by the way, shout out to Michael Parsons. He's gonna be a beast.
Giants. The football team. They will be 9-8. Just mainly because the defense still don't really know who's playing quarterback for them.
Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, still
Heineke. You want a
He'll
Heineken?
be good for a few games. as usual.
Heineken.
Then
Probably see
he'll-
Heineken at some
yeah,
point.
Whatever.
They good can.
Trash.
They got Gibson. They gonna throw it to Rob.
That is a fact.
And
And I actually like Jared Patterson.
Patterson?
Yeah, I actually like him.
I know I was mad when I went fantasy and saw that you had him.
Yeah, but so the Giants will be next. They'll be 7-10. I actually do like the Giants' defense.
Yo, we got the exact same rank.
Yeah, I just think the Giants are gonna be better than people.
Yeah, and the Eagles will be 6-11.
Hey,
Yeah,
man.
the Eagles
Shit, he basically just stole my rankings
will
for the
be
most part.
eagling. You know,
The Eagles will be eagling. Ron still be picking them.
I got the Eagles at 5-12. I have the Giants at 7-10. I have the football team at 9-8. And I cannot believe I said this,
You can believe it.
but I have the Cowboys winning this division. But I will say this, right? They're going to lose this division because I have them winning this division at 10-7.
they gonna lose.
And that's why they're going to lose, because I got them winning. That's why.
But I also picked them, so that means they'll probably win.
You pick them every year.
You
You said Zeke was the best running back in football last
I
year.
think Zeke has a big year this year. I think Zeke is
Is
in
he the
running
best
for
running
a
back in
comeback. Oh, it's Derrick Henry. It's King Henry. You respect that, man. It's King Henry. Roll Tide, baby. They're going to get it done on Saturday against the U, baby. Roll Tide.
The best running back in football is White.
Stop.
Okay.
Let's move to the next.
He get hurt 1 year, yo. And now niggas forget what he been doing, yo. It's crazy, yo. Christian McCaffrey's going to do numbers this season.
Won't be as usual because they still have 2,000-yard receivers. Don't forget
He's
that.
going to have 1,000
and one of them is DJ Moore.
again. They're going to be losing
And
a lot
Derrick
of
Henry
games.
going to have a 1,500 still.
I don't think Derrick Henry's going to have the year that everybody thinks he's going to have.
I mean, he had 2 stacks, so
He gonna get like
1,500.
a little drop.
That's about
He's
right.
15 walking out of
I think
bed.
he's going to have 15.
And they still going to have, Julio
15
and
to
AJ doing their
15.
thing.
I think they're going to try to
They
pass
really
the ball a lot
about to
more
play
this season.
throw up tackle. Like they about to run the ball and just both y'all run the fade. I mean, just choose somebody.
I hope they
to
do
throw
that
it
all year because you can stop that easily.
to. Shit, not with Julio because the nigga they got
Julio
doubles.
only going to play 7 games.
You got.
It's Julio we talking about.
I think he plays more than
He
7.
gonna still have a stack. You know what I'm saying?
And AJ Brown's still
That's
a
the
problem.
crazy part. He going to have 7 games, averaging $1.25 for 7 games.
And AJ
But
Brown
you know,
did the same
Julio
thing.
Stilo, he down to give you 200 one game and then 25 the next.
Next
Yep.
year.
No touchdowns.
And
but he
4
gonna get you hella
touchdowns on the
yards.
year. 4
Right.
touchdowns on
Right.
the year.
Get you hella yards.
NFC West. I guess I'll start. I have this is the craziest division.
Toughest division in football.
I have the 49ers at 12-5, the Rams at 11-6.
The 49ers better than the Rams.
And I have yes they are.
Okay.
I'll explain why after
You want to put more
talk.
money up on that?
Sir, you still owe me push-ups from the Portland Trailblazers making the playoffs.
America. On this show, we don't visit
For a
revisionist
reason.
history. We don't visit revisionist history that we can't find proof of.
It's
Continue.
on YouTube.
Go ahead.
It's on the channel. It's right there.
I have the Seahawks and the Cardinals both at 10-7. I do think the 49ers are better than the Rams. And the reason because I think once Jimmy Garoppolo is no longer the starting quarterback for the 49ers and it is Trey Lance, give me the 49ers over the Rams. I do think that the Rams and the 49ers defense are on par with one another. I don't think that one is a step above the other.
Rams
are a step
secondary.
above. Rams are a step
secondary.
above. Rams are a step above. They have 2
Rams
of the
secondary is better, but I'm giving the front 7 of the 49ers.
The Rams have 2 of the top 10 defenders in football.
Nah, I think
Jalen
front
and
seven,
Aaron Donald.
though, Yeah,
But if you give me, I'm taking the front 7 from the.
I'm taking Aaron Donald over all the front 7 of the 49ers. Just give
Yes,
me Aaron
but
Donald by himself.
How many fucking first round picks is on that front 7 of the 49ers?
I agree, but
And they got one of the best linebackers in football.
I'm taking their front 7. I'm giving you the secondary and Aaron Donald. Outside of, honestly, who are the fucking safeties for the
what was
Rams?
it, John Johnson? Oh yeah.
No, he on the
John,
Browns
gone.
now.
Yeah, he's gone now.
Damn, niggas don't know.
They have Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald. Name somebody else that plays defense for them.
They
Leonard
still got-
Floyd.
They still got Floyd. I mean, they got players.
Nobody even
They
believes
still got
in
my
Leonard
boy
Floyd.
Michael Brockers.
Oh, they do got Brock.
Brockers
I
is
thought he
still
was
solid.
old.
Look, he ain't really do nothing last year. Maybe it was the injury though. That's why we, let him go back. But I think the 49ers win it. They get Bosa coming back. I do think they need a corner some way somehow. A corner could make them a Super Bowl contender. Without a corner, I got them losing probably in the first round.
Stomach wild. So we doing NFC West.
Yeah.
So I have the Seahawks actually winning this division at 11-6.
Russell Wilson gets MVP.
Maybe not. I don't even got him as MVP, but he's the face of consistency. He's had some regular smagular teams, and he's had them in contention almost every year he's been at quarterback. So, props to Russell Wilson. I have the Rams in second at 10-7. Rams have a very good defense. I just think Matt Stafford makes that offense look a little bit better. They did just sign Sony Michel. I actually like his game.
Yeah, but losing Cam Akers is
It's big. It is, absolutely. Cam Akers was
But I think
a beast.
Sony Michel can do all right.
Yeah.
I don't even think Sony Michel starts. I still think they give it to
Darrell
Darrell
Henderson.
Yeah, probably.
I'm cool with
I
that.
think it's going to be a running back by committee, kind of like
The offense, they
49ers.
the offense they run, they can do that.
I think the Cardinals will be third at 9-8. The 49ers will be last at 8-9. That may flip flop. The Cardinals may be 8-9. 49ers may be 9-8. As Raul said, this division is very tough, but I am not high on the 49ers like these
What
two
you had the
gentlemen.
Cardinals at?
9-8. That's what I said they could flip flop.
All right,
But-
so I need to follow that because we're going to start with the Cardinals. Their head coach is Cliff Kingsbury, and he has a job in the NFL because he's white, not because he's good, Not because he earned it. Not because he won with Patrick Mahomes in college. He didn't. Not because he had a great run at USC. He left before he could coach a game. He got the job because he's white. So they're not going to win this division. They're not going to the playoffs. They'll be last in the best division of football. They'll still win 7 games, though, because they're talented. But he's white. So they'll be last.
Their schedule is
Well, that's not far off. I said they could
Their schedule
flip-flop.
kind of easy.
So I have them at 7
8, 9.
wins. I have the Seahawks going 10-7. They're going to finish third in the division, but they'll still get into the playoffs. I have the 49ers at 11-6, and I have the LA Rams also at 11-6. I think John Stafford, that's Matthew. His first name is John, for those who didn't know.
Hey, you do good with those names, man.
Yeah, John. John Stafford
know
is gonna have them back on the map.
Yo, so they can just change their name whenever they want?
His middle name's Matthew.
When you're white,
His
you can
middle name
just
is
go by
Matthew.
any name you want?
It's just
Okay.
so weird when people do that in the NFL. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Julio first name is like Quinn Torres.
Torres, yeah. So yeah.
it's
Hey.
so weird to me when everybody does it.
NFC West, like we said, best division of football. I have the 49ers at last place at 9-8. Don't come at me, Niner Nation. I think Trey Lance will eventually start by the end of the season, but I think this is a bridge year, and next year I'll be buying 49ers stock with Trey Lance there day one. I think Jimmy G isn't the worst, but he'll, like, I think DC, you said it while we was off air, he'll keep them competitive because he got them to a Super Bowl before with his defense and run game. But I just think 9-8. Seahawks at 10-7. Russ is going to cook. DK, I love Tyler Lockett. The defense, Jamal Adams got paid. I think he'll play like it.
You mean like a linebacker? Because that's what he plays like.
Yeah, he's gonna play even harder than because he got paid. So he's not on a last year of his deal. Pete Carroll's still one of the best coaches. I got them at 10-7. I have the Cardinals. I've been buying the Cardinals the last 2 years. Hasn't worked out for me, but 10-7. This is the last year. I'm going down with the ship because Cliff Kingsbury's seat should be hot, America. Like DC said, if he doesn't get it done, I think they need a new coach. I love Kyler. They can score, and they got better on defense. Chandler Jones is healthy this year.
I'm going to let you finish.
And I have the Rams, who I have on my power rankings as the second best team in the NFC behind the Bucks at 12-5. Matthew Stafford will be probably in the top 5 of MVP. Getting Sonny Michel, Robert Woods, your Cooper Cup. Their offense is going to be pretty good.
Matthew Stafford is not going to be an MVP.
Yes,
is it going to be good?
In the top 5.
Get this nigga Tourette's.
And Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey don't get no better on defense. I'm
Hey,
just saying.
real quick, though. Can we talk about... Y'all not about to disrespect the 49ers like this, yo.
I'd have them at 9-8.
Can you show me their 8 losses, yo? Like, I'm going to go through this. I want you to tell me their 8 losses, yo.
It's not
Week
that.
1,
I don't-
Lions.
Okay, keep going.
Week 2, Eagles.
Where's it at?
That's a dub.
Where is it at? Does it matter?
It does.
That's a
At Philly, bro.
They're coming east. They could lose. I'm not saying they will. They could.
I'm asking you, are they going
They
to
could.
lose?
No.
It's a potential to
No.
lose.
Thank you. No.
Because Philly's I got Philly getting 5 wins.
Week
so
3,
they could,
Packers.
Lost. They
Cool.
could lose that.
Cool.
They could lose that. Even though they
keep
do have the Packers number.
I didn't, no argument from me, bro. Week 4, Seattle.
loss.
They could lose one of those. They're going to split with Seattle.
Cool.
Split
Week
with
that's a
5,
split?
Cardinals.
That's a split?
They split with
that-
split with
that's
both.
the
They
home
split with
game.
everybody. They split with the Rams, Cardinals, and
Cool. So that's 4. 4.
4 losses.
Bet.
Okay.
Colts.
Where's that game at?
Same.
Home. No, it's home. Yeah, it's home.
That's going to be a must win for the Colts, but I'll give you the 49ers.
Bears.
Loss.
They can-
I mean, no, that's
they
a
can
win.
beat
My
the
bad.
Bears.
Ooh, I'm tripping.
Jags.
Loss. I mean, dub. I would keep thinking.
Okay,
about
this is the Jaguars. Come
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Vikings.
That's a win.
They could lose to the Vikings. They could. They could. The Vikings.
Just give it to him.
They
Just
could.
give it to
They
him.
could.
He's not gonna get the 8,
They
bro.
could.
Just give it to him.
They could lose to the
Bengals.
Vikings. They're not losing to
That's a
the
win.
Falcons.
They're not losing to the Falcons.
Titans.
They are losing. They could lose that. They could lose.
They could lose
lose
6. Texans.
that. No.
Where did you get 8, bro?
And we
think
gave
it's
you
still-
two.
I
We
think
gave you
it's-
2.
I think it's a couple slip
I
ups.
think
in there,
those
too.
bro.
That's what I'm saying. I think
That's
the
why
Rams
we
beat
gave
them
you
twice,
2.
bro.
We
It
gave
could
you
be.
2.
They could get swept by one of those teams.
I think
too,
the
but
Rams beat them twice.
That
bro.
Philly game is a little tricky. I think going east. I think it's tricky. I'm not saying they're gonna lose, but it's
Bro,
tricky.
the Eagles are awful. Awful.
But they play in the
Eagles
NFL.
just cut their best receiver the last 2 years.
I got him
Which
at
is
9
nobody,
8.
really,
I
but-
got him at
Facts,
9
it's
and
me.
8. I got him at
I'm the
9 and
Eagles'
8.
best receiver the last 2 years. As much as I'm hyping
Yo
about
said
on this
Eagles
damn
me.
show.
I got
It's
9 and
me.
8. I got him at 9 and 8.
That's what you just. Yo, that's crazy.
And I only got the Seahawks and
You
Cardinals
really
one
only
game
gave them
better.
4 losses. We gave you extra 2, yo. They not
I got
losing
them
to
at
the
9 and
Vikings.
8. They could. They really could.
I mean, they could lose to the Jaguars, but is it going to happen? No.
Hey, man.
They could. They
I
could.
think it's a few extra slip ups in there.
With Jimmy G or
Well, we gave you a couple actually. That's still
We
11.
gave you
I
two.
literally
That's
have
still
them at
11 and
11-6 for that reason. Like they might slip up,
And don't
and
forget
they
if-
also have James Garoppolo at quarterback.
If they start Trey
should
Lance,
win.
he's
They
still
should
the
only lose 4 games. They're going to lose 2 more because James Garoppolo is quarterback.
All right.
right, let's move on because that was just blasphemy that both of y'all said 9 and 8.
I got him at 9 and 8.
You said 8 and 9, didn't you?
Yeah.
That was crazy to me.
I don't know. If
I
Trey
got
Lance
9 and 8.
start, I would think differently. I don't like James Garoppolo.
James Garoppolo got them to a Super Bowl. I was the first person.
I don't think
the
the
very
defense
first
is the
person
same, bro.
to criticize James
I didn't like
Garoppolo.
him.
Their secondary is not that good.
That's what I'm saying.
I was out
And their
with
receivers
The
really.
defense is not as good as it was then.
I just think they don't have a corner.
Bro.
And is Richard Sherman?
That was Richard Sherman then. Even then, he wasn't that good for them. So
But that's what who else do they have?
Who was their
It's
star
the
receivers?
seven.
Who are their star receivers? We know George Kittle.
Ayuk. What's the other one from last? What's the other one?
Oh, what's the name from South
Samuel.
Carolina?
Oh,
Debo
Debo.
Samuel.
Okay, I give you Debo.
They got Kittle.
You wouldn't give me. You gonna give me? I'm taking Ayuk over Debo.
I mean, they got some weapons.
they
but
got
don't have
Muhammad Sanu. They got Debo. They got Juwan Jennings, Richie James, Jalen Hurd.
They
Brandon
could maybe
Ayuk.
use an upgraded receiver too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they
but
have,
I mean, they also have the best fullback in the NFL. They got a good trio of running
Their
backs.
offensive line is good.
Can they say it? Yo,
They got a top 2 tight end.
health concerns me with them as well. That's another hurt ass
But
team,
all right,
bro.
That is a hurt-ass team.
Listen
I'll
to
give
that.
you
Listen
that.
to these guys
I'll give you
though. Eric Armstead, Nick Bosa, D Ford,
Ken Law, the rookie.
who by the way I thought was gonna go to Dallas, but we'll see.
Bosa, Fred Warner.
Fred Warner's one of the best linebackers in football.
Yeah, absolutely.
he got
So,
paid.
Michael
Oh,
Kendricks.
It's corner, bro.
He
I
came
didn't even
from
know they
the
had
Vikings,
Jason
didn't he?
Bird. I'm okay
Or
with
was
Jason.
it,
No,
Jason Bird
I'll
was
take
nice
Jason
with the
Bird.
Chargers.
Yeah, so
He
I'll
was
take
super nice
Jason
with the
Bird.
Chargers.
If they get ill, if they literally all they have to do, in my opinion, is bring. I know that he's not that good, but he works really well in this system because of the way that their defensive line works. If they just bring back Richard Sherman once he not on the alcohol no more,
violence.
beating on. I mean, but he ain't hit nobody. He just was banging on the door.
He just was drunk and belligerent, but that's fine.
Yeah, banging
He's
on the door.
belligerent any other time.
He got some mental issues to work through, but
Yeah,
I mean,
he's belligerent
I don't need Sherman no more. I'm good with the Niners as is.
I would get a corner.
I just got him at 9 and 8. I don't think they're bad. I just said it's a bridge year, but next year I'm buying that stock with Trey Lance.
I'm buying a stock now.
Yeah, I don't know about now, but continue.
AFC South. Okay. Go ahead.
I started.
Bro.
All right, so AFC South.
Or you ain't gonna do that last year?
I just missed the last couple of them.
No,
so-
right.
Oh, all right, well.
But so I got the Titans winning the division, 11-6.
Well, this one would be funny for me.
You got Tannehill making plays when needed with those two big ass receivers on the outside.
It's the same receiver.
Then you got Derrick Henry, who is as big as the receiver.
Julio faster, but yeah, same
Yeah.
thing.
I agree.
Is OD. Titans will be number
Both
one.
of them hurt niggas.
Colts would be second. I got them at 10-7. They got a lot of talent.
They gonna start like 1 and 5 though.
Yeah, I know. They got a lot of talent. But yeah, that first stretch of games is horrid.
I don't understand why they schedule so fucking
Yeah,
hard,
I don't know
bro.
who idea
Jesus,
that was.
yo.
At least space it out, son.
They pissed
like,
off somebody.
Fuck,
They
bro.
just wanted to
God
get all the hustle
damn.
out the way.
That schedule hard as
Then I
shit.
think Carson Wentz just got put on COVID list or something.
Yeah.
It's the
He
contact
probably
though. He don't
vaccinated,
actually
though.
have
He
it.
don't have it. Somebody that he was near has
I
it.
got
But that
the,
lets you know he's not vaccinated because
Okay.
if he had to step away from the facility. If he was vaccinated, he would have been able to stay as long as he didn't have any symptoms.
I got
Did he have symptoms?
No.
no. I got the Jags at 4-13. Don't know where they're getting 4 wins from, but
Me either.
Me either.
and it was hard, but I wanted to give Houston 2, but I gave them 3-14.
All right. You go ahead, Byron.
I think the Texans are the worst team in football,
I agree.
but I
agree.
do think somehow, some way, Deshaun Watson will be on this football field at the end of the season.
Commissioner.
Yeah, he gonna get commissioned in the next week or two.
Okay, well, I still
Week
think
4 at the league.
I agree with Rel.
Latest.
I'm gonna give David Culley and this team 3 wins. I don't know where they get them from, like Rel said, but it is the NFL. They could win a game against Jacksonville and maybe find a win or two somewhere else. I mean, they usually, even when they're terrible, they still win 5 or 6 games. So, I mean,
That's with Deshaun.
that's what I'm saying. So,
This ain't that. This ain't that.
Either way, too much time on the Texans. They're terrible. They'll have the number 1 pick in the draft, in my opinion.
Fact.
Jaguars, I got them at 5-12. I don't know where they get 5, but I do love Trevor Lawrence, and I think Urban Meyer will help start to turn them around somehow, some way. They cut Tebow, so they're not being goofy.
They were goofy for giving him a chance.
They already revolting against Urban Meyer, and y'all know I'm a Florida fan, but the team is already not liking Urban, so I really don't know how that's gonna go.
I'm
I
intrigued
can
to
tell you
see.
how it's gonna go right now, bro. They gonna go
He
2.
finished-
Oh, my bad.
Oh no, you good. The Colts have a rough stretch. I got them at 9-8, finishing above water. I think they start to turn things around later in the season. The Titans are the best team in this division. I mean, getting Julio, they don't really have a defense, but they can score and they have a coach. I got them at 11-6, and they have the best running back in football. But go ahead, sir.
Start with that blasphemy.
I'm gonna start at the bottom, and when I say the bottom, I'm talking the bottom of the division and the league.
One win.
That's not me. That's him.
One.
Oh, no, I will let him get to
Okay.
that. I say the Jags
15.
will go 2-15.
So what do you have the Texans? Hold on, you got the Jags at 2-15.
The Texans
1-15.
will go 2-15.
Okay, all right.
I don't know where they'll get their second win from, but they'll split against each other, and somebody else is gonna get caught up along the
They
way.
played week 1, I believe. Right?
Hey yo,
One of them is gonna get. They might even tie. They might go 1-16-1, 1-15-1.
So one of these teams is going to start out undefeated.
So it might be. I don't even know, but those are two of the worst
So
teams
2-15.
in recent memory.
I'm gonna take the over on both of those, but that's just me.
Would you like to place a wager on that?
Not on both of them, no, because I don't trust them. I don't trust them that much.
I didn't think so.
I don't trust them that much.
So speaking of coaches that don't deserve opportunities, David Culley is not white, but he also doesn't deserve his job. He's never been a coordinator. He's been in the NFL for 30 years, and he's never even been a coordinator. But he got a head coaching job in Houston because that roster was so terrible.
I'm cool with a little black privilege. I'm cool with that.
it wasn't black privilege.
It wasn't. It
So,
was. It
nigga,
was.
That was
it
affirmative action or something.
No. Here's the only reason.
That was
why I
definitely
have that.
affirmative action.
It was more of a situation where I feel as though no other coach would have ever wanted that job, and David Culley was never ever going to have this chance again.
He was never even a coordinator. He was literally a
Facts.
position coach for 25 seasons.
And he wasn't good at it.
Yeah,
No,
so
we were literally. He was a
We saw
wide
that.
receiver
I'm
coach
saying
for
we
the
saw it
worst
for the
wide
past.
receiving group in the NFL.
that's how you know that nobody
That's how you
wanted
know
that
Houston
job.
is trash.
How you
yo.
know nobody
what?
wanted that
I
job?
like this guy here. What?
The Ravens probably was bottom 3 at receiving last year across the board, and that position coach is now the head coach.
Yeah,
in
once
Houston.
Deshaun said he wanted to be traded, then all the other stuff.
2
it was
wins, 2 wins, America, and I don't know where the second one's coming from. All right, so the Colts will go 9-8, and that's mainly because I believe in their roster. They just start off with murderers row, like we were talking about.
So I said they're gonna get hot.
They'll tighten it up late because they're gonna have to. I think Carson will put it together. I love JT at running back. They have a good old line. They had a top 5 defense. I think they finished 6th overall, but I like Darius Leonard. I like what they do defensively. So they'll go 9-8, and then the Tennessee Titans will win that division without a defense at 11-6.
Go ahead, Roz. Be disrespectful.
I got the Titans at 10-7. I really wanted to put the Colts at 10-7 as well, but the first 6 games of theirs is just
If they go 2-4, that's an accomplishment.
yeah, if they go 2-4, they might end 10-7. If they can go 2-4, they might end 10-7. But based on just, I really don't have them getting out of that first 6 games with more than 1 win.
If you got it up, you might
8-9.
want to read it just so they know what we're talking about. If not, I can get it right here. I got it.
All right, go ahead through that.
So the Colts' first 6 games are as follows. They are home. They are home for the Seahawks in week 1. They are home for the Rams. They go to Tennessee. They go to Miami. They go to Baltimore. And then they got Houston. And then they have a game at San Francisco. So 6 of their first 7 games are really
That's why I
tough.
got them at 9-8. So
Yeah, so I got them at 8-9. If they can probably find a win in there somewhere, I do think that they have the potential to possibly go 10-7. I really like this team with Carson Wentz. Everybody knows how I feel about Carson Wentz. I do think he has the potential. I do like him being back with Frank Wright. With a running back, with the offensive line, he really won't have to worry about being that jittery guy in the pocket that we saw the last 2 years. But then I have 2 of the worst teams in football. 2 of the 3 worst teams in football. And it's funny because I have the 3 worst teams in football with the exact same record. I have the Texans and the Jaguars both at 1-16. They beat each other. That's it.
yo, this is crazy.
What? I got the
Yeah,
Texans.
that was bad.
I got them both at 1-16.
I think they both win more than 1 game, but that's okay.
I mean 2. I got them winning 2 games.
You got them doubling the win total. Right?
Double it up.
Let's go with the AFC East. That'll be a little
Michael
interesting.
Blair started out because your team.
Everybody know I've been high on this team before they were great. I like the quarterback. I like them so much that Darian picked him up with his first overall pick. in fantasy.
Here
Man, he
we
ain't gonna
go,
let you let that
bro.
down.
It is a dynasty league. He is a young quarterback coming off his best season. That is it. That is all.
2 years ago, he wouldn't have even thought about drafting.
2 years ago, he was big trash, garbage.
So he's your QB1.
Yes,
now.
I was rooting for him then. I was rooting for him now. Give me the Bills at 13-4. Give me the Dolphins at 11-6. Give me the Patriots at 6-11. And somehow, I don't know how this happened, but give me the Jets at 5-12. I will say, I was not a firm believer in this kid. I thought he was going to be a bust. But Zach
He looked good in the preseason.
Really good in the preseason.
He really did.
He looked really good in the preseason. So give me 5 wins for the Jets.
I'll go next. I got the Bills at 13-4. I got the Dolphins at 10-7. I got the Patriots at 8-9. I do think McCorkle, he will be the check down king.
Definitely checking it down.
He can throw it deep though. Don't sleep on him.
He can.
They just don't have nobody to throw it deep to.
He got Nelson Aguilar.
Okay, like I said,
He's the check down
They don't
king.
have anybody to
They will definitely
throw it
tote their
deep
rock
to.
in New England. And he will check it down, which I do think they will find a way to 8 wins. And the Jets will be 4-13. I was about to wild out on camera. My bad, America. Damn.
My records are exactly the same as his. I have nothing further to add. I originally had the Jets at 3 games. These gentlemen kindly reminded me that Adam Gase is no longer there.
Yep, he has PTSD.
So that is addition by subtraction. I threw a 4th game in there. I don't know who it's going to be against because their schedule's kind of rough for them. But like Raul said, Zach Wilson did look better than I thought he would be. So I'll give him 4. I got the Patriots at 8 games because, like Raul said, it's going to be the 2001 Patriots where it's game managing and they get a lot of defensive help back this year. So it'll be defense, running the football, timely check down, passing, and great coaching, and somehow pulling 8 wins out their ass.
Patriots week 4.
Cap.
Bet on it in Vegas.
The Dolphins at 10-7. I think they are a solid football team. They're very well coached. They are opportunistic on defense. They force a lot of turnovers.
Are
And
they a contender?
what is a contender?
Who?
The Dolphins.
Contender for what?
Playoff contender.
Yeah, definitely
That's
playoff
it.
contender.
What's stopping them from being a Super Bowl contender? Besides Tua.
It's gonna come down to the quarterback.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Oh, I didn't expect you to say that. You know, you love Tua.
I mean, I love him, but I'm gonna be telling the truth.
Do you think he's going to be good this year?
I think he'll be good enough to get him in the playoffs, but we'll let DC finish.
So back to the question: will he be good this year? I think that depends on how you define good.
If he doesn't get put on the accept list, Deshaun Watson. They're
Um,
a Super Bowl contender.
with Deshaun Watson,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, for sure, they are a Super Bowl contender. But we got to figure out what the commissioner decides to do since
Man,
Deshaun.
was just getting happy endings, man. I don't know. I ain't looking to it.
Shit,
Don't
bum-
ruin me, America. I didn't look
Dumbass
into it.
Houston.
I was
Bad
about-
joke. Bad joke. No. We do not represent that. I do not know what happened. I'm just being funny. I apologize.
You should read
I
some
do
of them.
not, I do not need to be like the baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you should read some
Oh,
of
he
them.
was wilding.
Yeah,
What he was doing?
read into it, brother. Good. Best of luck to you, Deshaun Watson.
Oh, he going to jail.
I feel like it's
No,
some
he's
stuff
not
I might
going to
even
jail,
know.
but he was definitely doing some wild, questionable stuff.
Oh boy, this will be an interesting conversation.
Yeah, so the Dolphins, Tua, they go as far as Tua does. I think he'll be better than last year because there's not much worse, honestly. No disrespect.
Oral sex.
And the Bills will be 13-4. They brought back the same roster that was pretty good last year. They're well coached, and they finally got a good receiver to make their quarterback look great.
I'll start real quick. Hey, JTS, Jets. I got y'all at 6 wins. I'm not a big Zach Wilson guy, but I think the pieces around him and my boy Robert Salah will do good.
What pieces are around him?
I think they did a good job. Got Mekhi Becton, got Vera Tucker at the line. Got Corey Davis, Denzel Mims. You got Elijah Moore. I think they did okay. I think they did okay
I
with
like Corey Davis, though.
putting some pieces around him to get 6
Is he going to
wins.
stay healthy?
No.
Probably not play every
But
game.
he'll give you like 13 games.
Now the Jets do need to figure out their running back situation,
They
but
don't have one.
okay. And defensively, I think they'll be a little bit better than people think.
CJ
just because
Mosley will
Robert
finally
Saleh-
be back.
Robert Saleh will make them competitive on defense.
They trying to
on
trade
like
him.
6-11.
They trying to trade him.
Patriots. I'm a Mac Jones guy. I think Mac Jones was the third best quarterback in the draft.
Because you be drunk.
I mean, hey, he's gonna get 7.
He was easily the 5th. Easily the 5th.
And Zach Wilson's 5th, but that's just me.
Zach was 4th.
But Patriots 7-10, still a year away. Offensively, I don't know what they're doing. They don't have any weapons. A lot of tight ends, but really that's it.
So you think when it's all said and done, Mac Jones going to be the 3rd best quarterback in this draft? Quarterback. like playing the actual quarterback position.
So you got
I think
Justin.
I still have
Justin
Trev and
Fields?
Justin, and then Mac.
You have Mac Jones over Trey Lance.
I said
I think
Over
it's, I think
Zach
it's the, I think Trey Lance and Mac is the same, but I think Mac gets a head start because he's going to start from day one and he has the GOAT. So if Mac Jones don't do well with this,
I mean, I think this is the only place where Mac Jones could have done.
he could have did good at the 49ers too.
I don't think so.
He's better than Jimmy G right now.
No, they're the exact same person.
He's better.
I think they're the same person.
Because he can make that throw Jimmy couldn't make in the Super Bowl.
Everybody could. I couldn't make that throw.
I don't know if I could.
You could have made that throw.
I don't know. I'm a little noodle on. But anyway, I got Patriots 7-10.
Jimmy G had noodle arm and he overthrew it. He had noodle arm and he overthrew it.
He's a
by like 10 yards.
He's a well-paid noodle arm, okay? Dolphins 11-6. I'm big on the Dolphins. They won 10 last year with all the goofiness with Flores and Tua benching them, starting them. Flores is still one of the best coaches in the league. Actually, a successful Bill Belichick disciple.
The only one.
Black, so want him to do well in Miami, and it's always good to be in Miami. So let's give Miami some wins. And I got the Bills at 12-5. I actually think the gap is really closer than people think between the Dolphins and Bills. It really is just the quarterback play. If everything's even,
Wow.
outside of Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, these teams are basically evenly matched. And I think both teams have really good coaches. But if Tua can play like I think he can, I think they are a playoff contender. And I think them and the Bills will have a nice 1-2 competition. And I think the Bills are still the class of this division, but I think Josh Allen comes back to earth a little bit. He'll still have a good year, but he's not going to be no MVP conversation.
Oh, he was trying to forcibly get happy endings out this motherfucker. Hey, Deshaun Watson, yo, you making us look bad as black athletes, bro. What's wrong with you, bro? I know it's women out here that just want to fuck you, my nigga. Like, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You Deshaun Watson, bro. I know it's pussy at your door every day.
But will they massage him first?
Yes. All I'm saying is PJ Washington got Brittany Renner. Yeah, she got him, but he got her first. You feel what I'm saying? All you gotta do is don't be silly and rap your willy, bro. And I'm pretty sure Deshaun Watson could fuck 50% of the bitches in America. You're a stupid nigga. I'm sorry. Stupid nigga. Sorry.
Niggas start getting bread, start wilding. That's what be.
Bro, what the fuck, bro?
I told you he was out here wilding.
I never read this shit. What the fuck, bro? I thought he was just asking for happy endings. He was forcibly trying to get them motherfuckers.
And he was
You
doing.
a wild man.
He was asking for some other very weird things that I hope you end up.
Somebody going to have to enlighten
I don't
me.
even
'Cause
want
I'm
to keep
like,
reading. You don't want to know. I wish I didn't Google this shit.
You asked me and I said nothing. That
I
should
wish
have
I
told
didn't
you
Google this shit.
all you need to know.
He is a wild fucking man, bro. He gonna get off though, cause he got money.
He rich.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all he was trying to do with the girls. He was just trying to
Get off.
That was it.
All right.
hey, Deshaun, I can send you. We can send you some better options to go by. You ain't gotta force yourself, brother.
Don't take the options from Byron.
Yeah,
Don't take the
no,
options from
you
Byron.
might want to take the options from Byron.
Hey, man,
It's his line of work, bro.
You ain't gonna be going to jail, brother.
Hey,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
It's your line of
all
work.
I'm saying it's some sites, brother. You can save your money, brother. You ain't gotta put yourself in that situation, man.
Hey, you know what? I take that back.
You can
Take
save,
advice from Mr. Davis right
look,
there.
save your money, brother. It's a lot cheaper options out here. Go ahead.
yeah, it's just that.
Stay away from stay away from the massage parlors. Ain't nothing good ever happened in the massage parlor, brother.
See what happened
Ask
to Robert
Robert Kraft.
That's what I'm saying. Like nothing good happens,
Motherfucker
brother.
that got off because he got money. You ain't even hear shit about
Right
what he
after
was doing
that,
there.
after it was
You ain't hear a
done.
damn
Yo,
thing
you heard
about
it for
what
like
he
a
was
couple
doing
days,
there.
and then it was
That was it.
You told niggas
He
keep
quieted
on
all
the
that
hush,
shit
yeah.
down. Hey yo, don't put my name in that shit, bro. That's
Damn.
it.
He said, "How much is gonna cost to turn that white only pie
It's a craft pie. AFC West. I got the Chiefs at 14-3, the Chargers at 10-7, the Broncos at 8-9, and Byron's Raiders at 5-12.
I got the Chiefs at 14-3. I got the Chargers at 9-8. Got the Broncos at 8-9. And the Raiders at 7-10.
You basically just said my list. I mean, Oakland. Oh gosh, Vegas. They're still coached by John Gruden, and I'm starting to think that experiment is a fail. I thought it could actually work, but
I never thought it was going to work.
you know, what
You
do I
want to know
know?
why I didn't think it was going to work? Because they gave that man 10 years. It was at that moment that I knew it
I
wasn't
just
gonna
thought
work,
he would
bro.
have at least one playoff year.
$100 million too.
That's what I'm saying. I just thought he would have one decent year, but I guess not. Broncos 8-9. I'm really
Year
loving.
8 will be decent.
the team around them. They just need a quarterback. Chargers, I hope they can stay healthy. I love Herbert, but 9-8. Chiefs, I mean, I really had a hard time finding 3 Chiefs losses, but I put them at 14-3. I think they're just going to run through everybody like they do every year. Mm-hmm. And that O-line is just ridiculous now. It's not even fair. I don't know if Mahomes, I don't know what the record is for getting sacked in the season, least amount of sacks, but I think he has a chance to break it.
I think their offensive line is not going to be as good as everybody thinks.
I think certain additions won't, but I think Joe Thuney, whatever his name is,
Thuney.
I think he's the best addition.
And Mahomes can move, so it's not like he's a statue back there. And he barely gets sacked as it is. And the only reason he got sacked in the Super Bowl like that was because the Bucks was crazy. Yeah, the Bucks just had a crazy line. Nobody has a line like the Bucks like that they'll play.
So same order. Out west, the Raiders will be 7-10 for me. They're an average football team, and they find their way around 500. They'll just be a little bit short because of the rest of the day. Yeah,
secondary isn't really good.
I think the team that I have in second place takes that jump to kind of push them below 500. But I have the Broncos at 9-8. Teddy's a serviceable game managing type quarterback.
Two gloves.
Yeah, 2-glove Teddy gonna check it down because he's a noodle arm too, and he won't throw too many picks. Hopefully, and they have Cortland Sutton coming back. Jerry Jeudy hopefully can keep his hands this year, so they should be a little bit better at 9-8. Defense is also a little underrated. I have the Chargers taking a step forward at 11-6. They got rid of Anthony Lynn. He's a black coach, but he lost a lot of games late. He didn't deserve to have his job.
Horrible time management.
All they need to do is just find a way to win some of those close games. I think Herbert is going to be Herbert, and if they stay healthy on both sides, which thankfully through training camp they have for the first time in a while, Derwin James is back. So Bosa, they're kind of like the Rams with the elite secondary player and the elite D lineman. Similar situation, but 11-6 for them. I also have the Chiefs at 14-3. They might go 15-2. I don't know what they're going to do.
16-1.
What you got the Chargers at?
9-8.
What you got the Broncos at?
8-9. They could be flip flop. I think both teams are pretty close.
Because I know before you.
I think they're pretty close, but I think the Chargers are better because Herbert.
They're more talented.
I'm glad you finally come over because early when we were talking, you were saying
I really like the second best team.
If me and you were high on the Chargers. Right after last year.
If the Broncos had got Aaron Rodgers, they'd be my super. I think they could win a division. Honestly,
that's Aaron Rodgers, bro.
They're really
I think they would be.
Wait, win a division? No, Pat Mahomes still plays in that division.
Bro. They wouldn't win a division, but they would definitely be
12 wins.
Yeah, 11-12. Yeah. Now for the moment you've all been waiting for. I'm actually shocked because I didn't think I would have the AFC North the way I have it.
Told you.
Who wants to go first? This is the most interesting.
You excited over that?
I'll go first since you flipping the script and whatnot.
I went first the last one. So.
No, I'm saying since you flipping the script on the division.
I did.
Go ahead and pull out the purple Kool-Aid.
All right, so, first of all, the Bengals are going to go 4-13. I think it's a reflection of their lack of offensive line and their lack of defense entirely.
You hate that coach. Go ahead and say it.
Oh, Zach Taylor should have been gone about it.
Right, I told you he was right.
But besides that, the only thing I believe in they have is the quarterback. They have nothing around him. Joe Mixon gets hurt a lot. I like him. He's nice, but he gets hurt a lot.
They got receivers.
They do got receivers, but they don't got. You're not gonna be able to throw it to them because they line trash. So, and according to the preseason, Jamar Chase can't bring his hands to work. So we'll see. I have the Steelers at 8-9. I don't have any respect for the bitches. I mean Steelers. They don't have anything too good on the offensive side of the ball. They have a rookie running back, a trash O-line, a super aged quarterback, a lackluster receiving core. They are pretty good on defense, with the exception of the secondary. That front seven is really good. Their secondary, not so much. But Mike Tomlin's going to get them to 8-9, which would be his first losing season, technically, as a head coach. Cleveland is going to go 11-6. They have all the pieces. They have a good offense. They have a good defense. They're just Cleveland. Simply that. They're gonna find a way to lose the big game. They're gonna disappoint you when you depend on them the most. It is who they are. And finally, I have the Baltimore Ravens at 13-4. I did not think I was going to have them at 13 wins until I saw how the schedule played out. I think it's favorable for the Ravens. Really soft to start while the Ravens are recovering from injury. They'll start to get healthy as the season starts to get tougher. A lot of late games at home. It just worked out for them that way, so I have them getting 13 wins. It's not that I'm that big of a fan. It's scheduling.
I'll go next. So, I'm going to start from the top. I actually have the Browns winning the division, 12-5. I have us second at 11-6. I have the Steelers at 8-9. And then I have the Bengals at, believe it or not, I do think they squeeze out 6 wins. Where? I don't know.
That's right. Come on, 6,
I
baby.
do think the Bengals get 6 wins.
He's been
But
drinking
they
that Byron
will be
Culley.
less.
Got the Browns first. The Bengals getting 6.
They would have
that's
won
the-
it's
6
this-
last year if the quarterback
Byron
didn't get hurt.
Culley. Yeah, watch. No, Byron.
Let me get
Bill
to.
Cosby.
I'll,
Drink
He
that
might
Kool-Aid.
he slipped the mick over there with my man, bro.
we drink water.
Byron Cross.
Only water.
Byron Cosby.
Only water, because we don't want none of them problems. They ain't gonna be tracing nothing back to me. We had water only. Bengals, I got them getting 6 wins. Don't ask me where, but I believe in Burrow. Don't believe in the coach, but do believe in Burrow and that offense, receivers and running backs, not the line. Defensively, I don't really know what they're doing, but
I'll tell you what, if the Bengals get 6 wins, I don't even know what the thing to do in Cincinnati is. I would say
it's just
Be
nothing.
happy as shit.
I don't even know what
No,
they,
you gonna be mad because you ain't gonna have a top pick.
You better sing Bone Thugs and Harmony. Ain't they from?
They don't really need.
they from Cleveland.
They need an
shit.
offensive
They just
lineman.
need a line and
Shit.
defense,
Who's
but
from Ohio.
Steelers 8-9. I agree with
mean,
DC.
who's-
I think
what's
the first losing season of Mike Tomlin. I mean, Steelers
from
defense will keep
Cincinnati.
him in a lot of games. Ravens 11-6. I think the J.K. injury it hurts, but I think
We still toting that.
I'm a
bill.
little afraid of the start because of a lot of injuries, and I think as they get healthier, it will be better towards the end.
That's what I said, but when you see
I
the
said
start of that
11-6.
schedule,
I just said 11-6. I think
okay.
11-6. And the Browns are 12-5. I think the Browns just are slightly better all around. Doesn't mean they'll go further. Just means they'll win more regular season games. I think the Ravens and Browns split and let the chips fall where they may. This could be flip-flop, but I don't see more than 12. I think I had them at 12-5, fully healthy. So 11-6 isn't far off. I mean, Browns, it's about what they do in the playoffs too. I think.
So before you give yours, I do want to go with the Ravens' first 6 games. You got Vegas, that's a win. They'll probably lose to the Chiefs, but then you have Detroit, Denver, and the Colts. I think all of those are winnable games. Then you have the Chargers flying east. That's a tough one. And then you got the Bengals in Minnesota. So I think all of those are winnable games. So I think even while getting healthier, if we can start off the way that they probably should, which is 1 to 2 losses in the first 7 weeks, they'll be probably
What is
in
after the
contention to win
Vikings? I
division.
see Dolphins, Bears, Browns, Steelers, Browns, Packers, Bengals, Rams, Steelers. That second half is a little tough. It'll be interesting.
It toughens up late, but if you start 8-1, they're not
start
gonna-
8-1. Whew. Whew.
I mean,
You
that's
really
not
drinking that Kool-Aid. 8-1? When did we ever start 8-1?
2 years ago.
I just don't. I don't see it. I just don't see
Forgetting
it.
everything that happened 2 years ago.
What, the 14 and 2 years? That
Twice.
well, we see it, but that got us. But you know, it is what it
We
is.
wasn't ready, yo.
It is what it is.
I have the Bengals at 3-14.
Can I bet you that they'll win more than 3 games? They will win more than 3 games. But go
When you
ahead.
do my push-ups for
Go
the
ahead.
Trailblazers.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
What's Melo number? 0-0. I need. What was his number before? 7. What was his number before that? 15. I need 22 push-ups. I'm adding all his numbers up, and then we will bet on.
Oh, we
the
also
Bengals.
adding the number of rings as well.
Damn.
I'm just asking. I mean,
Can
you
we
say you
add-
adding his numbers up.
Can we add the number of points he got? Can we add where he ranks on points?
All right, go ahead. What's your thing, man?
I mean, we knew he was a scorer. We never knew that he was anything else. And he sat out the league. He sat out for a year and a half, and he's still like what 5? No, I think he's like 7 on all time.
6 or something.
Nah.
Oh, man.
9.
Top 10. That's all I need.
He's not.
Oh no, we was
Was
out
sitting
there.
out a year and a half,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he was preoccupied doing other things.
cheating on Lala.
I ain't know Vince Carter was 6 all time in 3s. That shocked me.
That's all he did lately.
Jason Kidd was like, Jason Kidd retired at like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
He's since been
Yeah,
passed
he
by some guys.
Transitioned a lot and shooting them. Like,
I have the Steelers at 8-9 as well. This is where it gets real. I thought going into the season I would have the Browns winning our division. I do have them at 11-6, but kind of like to what DC alluded to, when I looked at the Ravens schedule, I do think that they can start out around that 7-1, 8-2 range, which I think can be really, really dangerous for us. Especially regular season, because we've done so well in the regular season the last couple of years that I could see us kind of going into. I think we sweep the Steelers. I think we lose to the Browns.
I mean, if we're being honest, the Ravens were COVID away from being 13-3 last year.
Yeah. I think that we may lose one of those games when it comes to like Rams, Packers, and I do think we lose week 2 to the Chiefs. So that 4 or 5 loss range is where I see us, but I do have us at 13-4, being the second place team. Well, kind of being tied with the Bills when it comes to second place and the AFC in total. Now, excuse me. With this being said, I mean, this is all just presumptuous when it comes down to it. Injuries, things like rookie quarterbacks when it comes to Justin Fields. Justin Fields starting definitely can change the Bears when it comes to certain games.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Lance definitely can have an effect on the 49ers. But what are some of the things that you guys are most interested in when it comes to this season, like moving forward? Like, are there any storylines outside of McCorkle for you, Byron?
I don't know if there's any storylines for me.
That's how it went.
I don't know if there's any storylines I'm super fascinated with, but I am interested to see who gets the last seed in the NFC, because I think the 3 teams that'll be fighting for the 7th seed, the last playoff seed in the NFC, will all have just about the same record.
Mm-hmm.
Those teams for me are the Saints, the Vikings, and the Cowboys. Those 3, and maybe even Atlanta, Chicago, depending on how their seasons go. I don't trust Atlanta, so I'll kind of put them to the side. But Chicago could be in that mix because of how they play defense, and if Justin Fields gets to play.
Does the whole NFC West make it?
Arizona does not for me, but the rest of the West does.
I think the way my rankings is, the whole NFC West make it.
So my rankings in order: Bucks, Packers, Rams, and football team will win their division, and then the first wild card team will be the 49ers at 11-6, and the Seahawks at 10-7, and then like I said, that Mad Powell fight for 8. So I mean, I'm sorry, I said 6-7. It should have been 5-6, and then that mad fight for 7. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah, I think in the AFC, either Dolphins or Colts gonna get the last seed.
I agree. I have the Dolphins getting in by 1 game over the Colts, and it's just because of how their schedule is. But in the AFC, I want to see both of the 2 Super Bowl teams from last year. How good will they really be? Both teams got better or stayed the same. The team that won it stayed the same. The team that lost it got marketably better. So I want to see how good they'll be. Will they be a 14-3 or 15-2, 16-1?
I think the Chargers get the last spot in the AFC. I think the last spot in the NFC will come down to the football team, or
I think the Dolphins get the last spot. I got the Chargers being 1 game over the Dolphins.
I got it the other way around.
I think AFC, safe to say 2 teams from the North, 2 teams from the East getting in, so it's going to be 1 spot open. And that's going to be fun to watch, like you said, in the NFC, because that last spot in the AFC is going to be really
2 teams in the West getting in, too.
You think Chargers getting in? I think it's the Chargers, Colts, and I don't know who else fighting for that last, but and the Steelers probably fighting for that last. I think Dolphins are good. I think Dolphins and Ravens are locks, or Browns, or whomever.
So the thing is, you got Chiefs, you got Titans, you got Ravens, and you got Bills.
Those are your 4 seeds, yeah.
So I think that those 3 seeds that you're going to be fighting for are going to be Dolphins, Browns, Colts,
I think the Browns
and Chargers.
are good.
I think those are going to be the 4 teams that fight for.
And I think the Browns definitely get in.
The Browns get in.
So you're talking about the Colts, the Dolphins, and the Chargers for the last seed.
I think it's the Chargers and the Dolphins. I think the Colts are the odd man out.
I agree.
Now the Colts, that'll be interesting to see how they start out and end.
Yeah.
I think they're talented.
But you know who I definitely don't have making it? The bitches. I mean Steelers.
Yeah, y'all might as well go in. And they didn't they re-sign yo for like 2 more years?
Ben?
Oh.
No, they got. I think this is
last
last
year.
year.
They actually have the most cap. They get like $63 million in cap space next year, so they'll definitely be making. I think they'll make Patriot-esque splashes next year when it comes to offensive line.
It don't matter if they have a quarterback. It's cute or not.
I mean, if we're being honest, have they drafted well at quarterback?
Just Ben.
Yeah, not really.
And really, nobody knew Ben was gonna be like that.
Yeah.
I mean, they've always had random guys playing backup, and it's
gonna suck because they're gonna pick. Well, for them because they pick in the middle or the end of the first round.
I like Dwayne Haskins.
I don't.
I like him in that
strip
system.
clubs like them too.
I like him in that system because I don't think they're going to ask him to do too much.
I mean, he might
Strippers
play at
might
some
ask him
point
to do
this year.
too much.
I think it's going to be quick strike. I think it's going to be the same as it was. Quick strike offense. He doesn't have to make too many decisions. The dude is going to flash across his eyes as being open.
Like strippers.
And I don't really think it's going to be too hard. I don't like Mason Rudolph. I don't like Joshua Dobbs.
I don't have him no more.
That's what I
He
say,
got
people
traded.
even-
No, he's back.
Oh, I thought they had Duck Hodges.
He got traded to the Jaguars and he got cut by the Jaguars. Now he's on the Steelers, but he's on IR.
Yeah, I think Dwayne Haskins is trash, and
I think he could be serviceable with that team.
I think he can be serviceable at the strip club.
And I do want to see what happens in the NFC with the Bucks. Who can challenge the Bucks? It's gonna be interesting to see who can beat them.
I think the Bucks don't. I don't think the Bucks go to.
Who beats them? You keep saying it out, but who gonna beat them?
I think Tom Brady beats them this year.
I would like y'all to look up the fact that Dwayne Haskins lost an NFL start and then was found in the strip club during a pandemic.
I think this is the year that we see. Even though I have them at 13-4, I think this is the year we see the beginning of the end of Tom Brady.
You said that last year.
I did not say that last year.
I mean, well, here's the thing.
Did you see that last preseason game? How
He signed.
zipping
He only
that thing?
signed. He signed through this year.
Yeah.
Right?
I think this is the beginning of the end.
I mean, he's 44.
That's why I said it. It has to come at some point. I
think
have
it's-
never acknowledged it before this year.
Honestly,
This is the year.
nah. So his last year in New England. He looked terrible. I'm not gonna lie. He looked trash.
There was nobody around him.
I mean, yeah, and obviously he's proven that it wasn't him. It was them. But as long as he's there, he's smart enough to be effective for me.
The only reason why I say that is historically, if you look at Bruce Arians' offenses, the quarterback looks a lot better in year 2 than they do.
offense. He's just the coach. It's Tom Brady's offense.
If you look historically at Bruce Arians' offenses, the quarterback looks a lot better in year 2 than in year 1. I will say that Bruce Arians has changed his offense a little bit to kind
Tom
of
Brady
play to
has
the
changed the
strengths of
offense
Tom Brady.
After they lost to the Chiefs.
But I feel as though you will see a slight decline in the performance of this team when it matters most. I think they're going to destroy the regular season.
You think they're going to shrink in the biggest moment, even though they
Yes.
just won the Super Bowl?
Yep.
Okay. So they're scared that they can't handle pressure?
My thing about the Super Bowl is, do they do the same thing with them having the entire offensive line?
They
Not
win, but they don't
co-coaches?
dominate. But they win. They were the better team. They were the
Were
better
they?
team. They were the better team.
I think they were the hotter team. I don't think they were the better
They
team.
were the better coach team at the time.
I think
Give me Andy Reid over
they
Arians.
took advantage of the only mismatch they had was their D line against the Chiefs O line. I don't think they were actually better.
And they
than
did a
the
good
Chiefs.
job scheme wise with the coverages they ran.
I mean,
Like,
when
they-
you know
they
you're getting
helped.
to the quarterback in 3 seconds, it ain't much.
They
to
did a
really-
good job.
You need a cover.
They did a good job on
There's nobody
Tyreek Hill.
behind you.
They did a good job on Tyreek Hill.
That's because Patrick Mahomes
He
was
had
running
no
for his life
time.
the
He
whole
had no
back
time,
game.
bro.
He had a lot of times where he was running around for 5 or 6 seconds, but he had nowhere to go to.
He was running.
I think we got to give a game ball at that time to the defensive coordinator, Todd Bowles. He did a hell of a game. Called a hell of a game. Called a hell of a game.
And
Rush forward.
I think that was the only major position mismatch they had.
And they
I
had some
think.
injuries. O.J. Howard was hurt last year. Let's not forget that. I mean,
He's not
offensive
really done
line.
anything in the NFL though.
But I think he'll do something with Brady.
I think he'll be decent. I think Gronk will still.
He's a good, but I think O.J. Howard's better than Gronk right now. So
Agreed.
it'll
I
help.
think Brady trusts Gronk though.
That's the thing.
I'm going to score touchdowns. He's going to get 30 snaps. And
And your boy
somehow one of them is gonna
AB
get a touchdown.
quietly is looking like AB again. Just saying.
I don't think AB ever stopped looking like AB. I just think AB.
Maybe he did dumb shit and
Yeah.
they kind of.
I mean, once you out the league for a while, it's hard
It
to
take a second for you to get back, but I never thought that AB looked bad.
Yeah, because it
Even
wasn't
when
like
he came back, he still was
good. Yeah.
And to be honest, AB against the third best corner on any other team, bro,
I'll take
is a
it.
is a
Yeah,
bucket.
I'm
You
about
saw that in the
take
Super
it.
Bowl.
Like you literally have to put your third best corner on Antonio Brown, who, if we're talking 4 years ago, was the best wide receiver in football.
I just think it's gonna be tough to beat him. I mean, playoffs, anything can happen, but they're gonna get there pretty easily.
How you guys feel about the J.K. Dobbins injury? We might as well just talk about that real quick.
I still think we're gonna have the number one rushing attack.
Yeah, as long as Greg Roman calling plays, I mean,
I
we'll
hope
be
we don't have
fine.
the number one rushing attack. I ain't even
We
gonna
are.
lie to you.
We
Yeah,
are, bro.
I don't want us to.
That's
I
how
don't
we
want
are,
us to.
bro.
I don't want us
Can't have
to.
no more passing attack.
I want us to.
Right.
I want us to have like number 4.
We're still the best
so that
running
our
team of
passing
all
attack
time.
can be like number 18.
We could still have the
Like-
number one. We just need to move the passing up. Like
Bro,
we
don't make
just
Especially
me
in the
say it.
playoffs.
number one rushing and like I
Don't-
even take 15. Passing.
don't make me
We
say
like,
it, bro.
Huh?
Don't make me say it. We're not going to have the number 18 passing attack. I'm
That's
not
all I'm
going.
asking for is 18.
Hold on, what were they at last year?
We not gonna have
27. No,
32.
32.
They need
was
to
last.
get to.
It was 32 years
They
ago.
need to jump
32
to.
last year.
They need to
27
jump to
years
22. Give me 22. I'm okay with that.
Wait, when we won the Super Bowl, what was up?
I'll take 22.
Just jump up. To
That's
22.
not bad, actually.
I'll take 22.
Yeah, jump up to
I
22.
think I don't know. It was like 18 or something back then.
I think jump up
But
to 22 is realistic. Like jump up to.
I
5.
don't think it's real.
You know why it is?
Greg Roman's never had an offense ranked.
And I won't
22.
even say
Yeah, I
this.
think 23
He's never had
or
an offense ranked
25.
higher than
But I won't even
27.
say this because I think
23. I think.
we're
27.
one of the worst at
No,
getting.
passing attack.
Yeah, 27.
But we don't get any yak yards. If we actually get yak yards, we'll be.
If we actually catch the ball, you know the Ravens had the highest drop rate in the league last year.
I agree, and it's gonna. Do you believe in Sammy Watkins? And
Oh Lord,
I believe
mean,
if
we
Sammy
don't-
Watkins play week 1, he's going to fuck the Raiders up. Sammy Watkins,
He's
the best
a week one-
wide
yeah,
receiver.
he is a
in
week
the
one
league.
250,
superstar.
we don't have Bateman for right now.
Week
I
one
mean,
superstar Sammy Watkins.
They're gonna have to run the ball early. They don't have really many people to throw to, but Andrews and Hollywood.
Duvernay,
Marquise.
Prochet.
Until they do it in the game, I'll believe it. But I don't believe it right now.
And on top of that, the
Greg
passing concepts
Yeah.
are terrible.
Terrible.
They
Still,
haven't changed.
Still in the preseason.
Yeah, I was looking at
So,
Huntley.
so,
I'm
so,
like,
so.
the passing
I will
concept
say
is
this.
still fresh.
I do not think we wanted to show our hand. I hope we were not trying to show our hand in the preseason.
We showed our hand the
And
last 2 years.
And I hope that the passing game has evolved because I did see a couple instances where people were in the same
in the
spot.
same spot again.
So I'm just hoping that,
And what
Keith
blew
Wood
me is
and T.
that
Martin.
when they actually did run a screenplay, our best running back got hurt. And that's what pissed me off. Because they actually ran a screen and it worked. And it was like nothing. It was, that play is open every time, like I
I
said.
like Bradley Bozeman, but Bradley Bozeman is not your pull man on the screen.
Because Lamar has to be accounted for every play. A screen or dump off is there every
I like
time.
Bradley Bozeman on pulls, like when it comes to like pulling and blocking on run plays.
I mean, the center. It's hard to get the center.
Yeah,
out.
to do that, like that.
Yeah, you
that's
gotta
why I
be a
don't. That's
different-
why I don't like that. He's hiking the ball and then he's the guy.
Yeah, you gotta be.
that's
He's not
going
athletic like that.
It's I don't know any athletic center that can do that. Like think about that.
Nah,
There's some centers that get out there.
Oh,
Shit, is
no,
that nigga
think
from
about
the
doing that
field?
from the center position.
I feel
Brian
like
Kelly?
I feel like
Yeah,
prime.
he doesn't do
I feel like
Brian
prime.
Kelly.
I feel like
He
I
can
feel
do
like
that.
prime Alex Mack was getting out there.
Yo,
That's hard though.
Matt
yo.
Burke,
That's
when we
why
won the
I'm-
Super Bowl with Ray Rice.
That's what I'm saying. Certain
I'm saying
centers
that's
He was
just
old
hard,
then,
though,
though.
bro.
He was old.
Yeah,
But he
old
was
then. But that's
athletic
hard
enough.
from the center position. If you have a
Pouncey
tackle or a
brothers.
nose tackle that's like on you, you literally are hiking the ball,
Yo, you
engaging,
own-
releasing, and then cutting over
You
for the
only
screen.
do that if your center is like that.
That's
bro.
hard, yo. That's just hard. I think it was a hard play to execute. I think it was really a Ronnie Stanley situation, but we don't really want to do too much. Don't say it. For him right now,
He's our best lineman. I just want you to know
he
that.
is our best lineman.
By far.
Bro, that doesn't mean
He's all pro.
What you gonna say? Soft?
He's easily an all-pro. He's the second best left tackle in the league.
what is he though?
The second best left tackle.
What
in the league.
is he?
Like Ross said, he's the
Second best left tackle in the league.
He's all pro.
Cotton soft.
Okay. Well,
Cotton
he's
soft.
still
He doesn't play
all
seven.
pro.
He doesn't play a full season either. bro.
Absolutely not, because he's soft.
I'm-
He's talented,
Gosh.
but he's
It is
soft.
17.
And you know why he's soft? Because he went to Notre Dame.
You know,
They're
Hayes
all soft.
looks really good, by the way. Hayes looks really good.
Let's hope he doesn't get hit too hard.
Has Ronnie Stanley ever played 16 games a season?
Yeah, he, all pro.
Maybe
Yeah,
once.
2 years ago.
That is going to be a key also. Injuries with an extra week.
That's all right, bud.
Like, I want to see these injuries. It's going to be very interesting.
That's
He's
all
never
right.
played 16
Okay,
games.
well, I tried.
6, 14, 15, 15, 12. He's never played a full season.
Because he. All right, wrap it up, bro.
Let us know your predictions. Who you think is going to win these divisions, playoff seeding, wild card, Super Bowl predictions, all that good stuff. We'll be back next week, of course, with season predictions and our week 1 picks. Get all the fun, juicy segments that you love. Like it, share it, subscribe it. Anything else?
We got some surprises for y'all next week. Got some stuff dropping. Stay tuned. You might see some updates to how everything looking out here in these streets. Take us home.
Hey, new merch coming real soon. Thank y'all for the support. Until next time, we gone.